Tory Lanez shooting case takes a turn with new claims about Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friend Shad Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday, May 15th of 2025. I have 11:21 a.m. Let's say it together. Praise God, for whom all blessings flow. Now, you guys know I did a video a few days ago in relation to this situation. Yes, a lot of twists and turns. However, the revelations are beyond what the media, the alphabet media, is reporting. You see, this case, this so-called case, I called it suspicious. And I'm still calling it suspicious. When the 5 C's go to work, it's no doubt. It's a dog pound moment. We got to sniff it out. So people, bear with me as I go through this thing. Many folks might say, well, Pearson, why are you doing this? Well, I get criticized. You don't do enough variety. Okay, well, I do a variety, but somehow it spins back to Donald Trump. And why? Why would it do that? Because people, that's the time we're living in. I can't help it. I mean, don't criticize the one who's doing it. Understand what's going on in the world that you and I place our feet. This is the Antichrist moment, and Jesus is coming again. He is coming again, no doubt. And the signs need to be reported upon. Satan is creating an atmosphere of fear. He is creating alleged fictitious stories so you can't keep your mind on Jesus. And every now and then I go into this celebrity thing to show you allegedly what's really going on. So take a deep breath and understand the revelation that's going on before you. Because we're talking about a serious psychological web and entrapment of millions of people who follow these people. I want you to understand how deep this is. Satan was among the stars. When he came down, it appears to me, he took the stars as a plan. I will rise people up, and I will have multitudes of millions of people watching these stars. And I will parade them all through social media. And people will never think about Jesus. They'll never think about and be caught up in their lives. This is how he gets worshiped. And this is how he gets praise. And this is how he takes their lives and goes zigzag up and down. You got to remember, I've been saying for about a year now, Satan get off on bringing people down. He'll lift you up. But there's a sacrifice and a shame moment as you go up. Listen to me very well. In his kingdom, and like a few people have said, when you sign that contract, at some point they come calling. And you got to go through a shame and a ritual moment and ask yourself as I report this thing, is this a shame and ritual moment? Because Tory Lanez was up there and now he's gotten hurled down psychologically, so to speak, just like Satan. That's how he operates. If you're going to be a part of his kingdom, and allegedly, that's all I'm saying, allegedly, if you're going to be a part of his kingdom, you got to go through a similar process. Hey, you live long enough, you can see it. So let me report this thing. And hopefully folks will appreciate it. And let's give God some praise for being able to have the spirit of discernment. Because you think this is deep. They're running a new world order on y'all, on us, that they hope that we get up in it. And many of these stars in the very near future, I am predicting they're going to say, hey, come on into the golden age. What's the problem? And millions of people are going to follow these people. Millions of people are going to follow false prophets, false entertainers, false politicians. That's why I do the stories. I had to wrestle with this thing when I first started doing this type of media. I'm like, Pearson, show them. Show them the dark side. Show them. Let the Holy Spirit do the rest. So Tory Lanez shooting case takes a turn. I bet it did. I bet it did. On Wednesday, a legal team sought justice in case of Tory Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson. They presented new evidence that suggests he never fired the weapon the night Megan Stallion was shot in Hollywood Hills. Mr. Peterson was never given a fair trial, free from bias. That's what they say. And then they got a op-ed from a journalist named Gianni Caldwell, who has been working to get justice for the Grammy-nominated singer and rapper. So I'm gonna show you all this, people. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. Now listen to this here.
Good morning. We are here today to bring to your attention some information Unite the People believes is exculpatory in Mr. Daystar Peterson's case, professionally known as Tory Lanez. Recently, we've been made aware that a member of the media, Mr. Gianni Caldwell, was working on an op-ed for the New York Post regarding Mr. Peterson's innocence. During his work on that op-ed, he became aware of some information in Unite the People's possession regarding a statement that was given to Unite the People by someone with information relevant to that case. The New York Post recently reached out to the prior district attorney, George Gaston, Megan Pete and her representatives, and Kelsey Harris and her representatives. The only party that responded last week was Megan Pete's representatives with a request for more information. A few days later, Mr. Peterson's brutally attacked in his jail cell. Unite the People represents Daystar Peterson in his appellate process. We filed an appellate brief and a writ of habeas corpus on his behalf. The district attorney's office has already responded. The case is fully briefed. We're just waiting for the appellate court's decision. We were willing to wait for the appellate process to play out. But given that brutal, unprovoked attack, we felt it necessary to come here today to provide you with this information. It is our intention to make a request to the governor to either pardon or commute the sentence of Mr. Peterson, so that when he recovers from this attack, he's not returned to a jail cell, but that he's allowed to go home and recover. Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was a witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified.
So now we have the background, and they're saying they came out with this. They already had the information from my research. They already had it, I believe, over a month. But he decided to bring it forth now because, hey, look, he just got stabbed in prison. And we don't want him back in prison because, I mean, just read between the lines. I'm just saying, allegedly, or suppose there was a hit out on him because the truth was going to come out sooner or later through this op-ed. Now listen to the reporter who was writing about this case. Check it out.
Thank you, Walter. Good morning. Thank you for coming today. My name is Gianni Caldwell. That is spelled Gianno. Caldwell, Caldwell. I am the founder of the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety at caldwellinstitute.org. I am also a member of the press for almost a decade now. I've been looking into Daystar Peterson's case for almost 6 months now, professionally known as Tory Lanez. And after reviewing the evidence, the reporting, and the legal analysis, I've come to the conclusion that Tory Lanez was railroaded by the former district attorney, George Gascon. He was also wrongly convicted. I believe if Jesus Christ was Tory Lanez's attorney, George Gascon would do whatever in his power to ensure that Tory Lanez lost that case. Tory Lanez's defense team have alleged the withholding of exculpatory evidence, prosecutorial misconduct, among other issues that I was compelled to write an opinion piece for the New York Post. It is true that last week, the New York Post editors reached out to 3 parties, one being George Gascon, Megan Pete's team, and Kelsey Harris. It is also true that Megan's team was the only ones that responded back for that request for comment.
So he did his due diligence. I want to point out that the gentleman behind him has on a lilac shirt. I will again put the video in the description that talks about the colors. You can wear the colors, there's nothing wrong with the colors, but when you see like a lilac or a purple or a Tiffany blue, remember those are power colors of ancient times. Phoenicians, those who are running the world, they're alive and well today. Now, let's go into this thing. I want to show you this here. This is her former best friend. This is Megan Thee Stallion who got shot back in the day. And this is her past best friend who they say she was the one who pulled the trigger. Listen to this.
And they say Harris's one-time bodyguard, Bradley James, was spurred by conscience to come forward.
Mr. James informed Unite the People.
As Tory Lanez recovers in a hospital after a prison stabbing attack, his father and supporters gathered today to demand his release.
Former rapper was convicted of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Fox 7's Christopher Hardo tells us about the claim of new evidence.
Bringing it to light now was made necessary by the events of this week.
Just days after rapper Tory Lanez, also known as Daystar Peterson, was attacked in prison, his attorneys are calling on Governor Newsom to pardon or commute his sentence, insisting they have new evidence Lanez didn't shoot superstar Megan Thee Stallion, but it was instead her former best friend, Kelsey Harris. And they say Harris's one-time bodyguard, Bradley James, was spurred by conscience to come forward.
Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody.
Walter Roberts says the statement...
Now watch this here. We're going to go real deep. His name is Daystar Peterson, right? His birthday is July 27th. I'm going to share all these dates. July 27th, 1992. Daystar comes out to 88. You gotta remember these numbers because they're gonna keep coming up. Like I said, many of these stories are fabricated. And I'm gonna put this out there and you decide if it was real or not. Daystar is 88. I know his father gave the reason why he named him Daystar. I get it. But I work with the 5 C's. It is what it is. Daystar come out to 88. Trump's text number is 88022. Daystar also come out to 47. Who's the 47th president? Like I said, sacrifices, humiliation, shame, things have to go down when you become big. You know it and I know it. Okay? Is that what is that what's really going on with this story? Am I saying it happened versus didn't happen? I don't know. But I said it's suspicious. Look at the numbers. 47 to 88? Come on, man. Now look at this here. 7/27, that's Daystar's birthday, 2025 anniversary. 5/14 is when they brought this extra evidence from this op-ed. The difference is 2/16. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. Barack Obama was born August 4th. It also means 74. America was founded July 4th, 1776. Through these events, to me, they're going to show you the demise of the country. Oh, yeah, watch this. Allegedly. Now, here's the journalist. He did an op-ed. with the new information on this situation. That's his birthday, 12/27. Remember this date, because it's going to blow your mind. This date going to blow your mind, 12/27. Take 12/27 of 2025, be his birthday, right? His next birthday, because right now he's 38. Take his birthday, subtract it from the day that he brought this evidence, 5/14. The difference is 7/13. What happened on July 13th? Wasn't Trump allegedly hit in the head on July 13th? Why in the blank, when I do these videos, all this stuff keep coming up? People, the Bible says we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. These are spirits. This is AI-generated fallen angels. These are mathematical improbabilities that you could take the date, the birthday of that journalist, and subtract it from the day that he brought the evidence, and you will get the day that Trump got hit in the head. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, I got a lot. 12/27. That's his birthday. 12/27. 1986 exactly, right? 1986. Bring it, Pearson. Bring it. Subtracted from 6/14/1946. That's Trump's birthday, 6/14/1946. The difference is 40 years, 6/14. Now watch this. I took the journalist's birthday literally and Trump's birthday literally. The difference between the President of the United States' birthday and the journalist's birthday is 40 years, 6 months, and 14 days. What is 6/14? You ready for this? What's Donald Trump's birthday?
According to Wikipedia.
Boom. Come on, man. Is it not suspicious what's going on in front of you? The journalist's birthday versus the President of the United States' birthday, and you come out the President's birthday? Come on, man. Come on. Then look at this. 7/27. That's the birthday of the rapper. What's his name? Star what? Daystar. Take his birthday, subtract it from 12/27, which is the journalist's birthday. The difference is 2/16. What is 2/16? August 4th. Barack Obama was born August 4th. Come on, man. I'm going to keep going. Look at this here. The incident of the shooting happened on August 8th. Remember I told you? Remember the 8/8? Remember the 8/8 I told you? Look, Daystar 8/8. Daystar 8/8. Okay. The event was on 8/8 when the shooting happened of 2023. They said Tory Lanez allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion. That's why he was in prison. Okay, let's look at the dates. August 8th, 2023 of the incident. 5/14/2025, the new evidence. The difference there is 21/6. August 4th, Barack Obama's birthday. Get out of here, man. Then look, here's a video I came out with the other day. Watch this here. Watch these numbers. We have a clown. And we have a date that this was shared on April 5th of 2025. Now, maybe these are inmates. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe these are inmates. And this was sent out. So the rapper put this out on Instagram, okay? There are a lot of images in this thing, just so you know. I see it in the pants, but I'm not going to get into that. I see a whole lot. But here's the date. He put this on Instagram, 4/5. Trump's the 45th president. So from jail, you go on Instagram and you put this picture out there on 4/5. That was my question. So what happens at that point? Okay. There's a clown behind them. See that? There's a clown. Okay. Wasn't Trump depicted as a clown in Snoop Dogg's video, Lavender? There he is, the Donald Trump clown in the video Lavender. Okay, let's go forward. Look at this thing. Watch this here. 5 C's and my logic kick in, this is what I get. Now, check this out. The date on this thing says 4/5. 4/5, and Trump is the 45th president. Is that coincidence? If you take 4/5 of 2026, the next date of April 5th, subtracted from what? Today's date of him being stabbed, 5/12, the difference is 47 weeks. Exactly 47 weeks. The day of the picture with the clown is 4/5. So Trump again. Come on, people. At some point, you got to call it suspicious. What's really going on? We ain't flowers on the wall, but numbers don't lie. Now watch this here. Let's go into this. This is what I came up with. This is mind-blowing. Here's his name. Tory Lanez, stabbed 14 times in California prison, comes out to 614. And whose birthday is 614? Donald Trump. Suspicious all day. But what? Let's go deeper. Here's the lady that was shot, they say. Megan Thee Stallion. Her birthday is February 15th. Take February 15, 2025. Just had a birthday. Versus 514, the new evidence just came out from the reporter. The difference is 88. There's that 88 again. Come on, man. But now look at this. The reporter, Gianni Caldwell, who he worked for? He worked for the New York Post. The New York Post was founded November 16th, 1801. November 16th. Take November 16th of 2026 versus 5/12, 2025, the day that Daystar got stabbed in prison. What's the difference? 165. What's 165? What's the 165th day of the year?
Here's what I found.
June 14th is the 165th day of the year. Whose birthday is June 14th? Come on, man. Undeniably. 11/16, the newspaper, 5/12, the day of the stabbing. The difference is Trump's birthday. I don't want to hear it. Give God his praise. He don't want us lost. He don't want us following these people at the end. So this is my answer when people say, why I do the video? To give you a revelation, allegedly. At the same time, I'm predicting these are the people that have been risen up and they've been signed a psychological check. And when the Satan says, look, get out there and do a clarion call to join the New World Order, they're going to use these people because they know every superstar got 100,000 or 1 million followers and y'all just going to be running up behind them. But I'm showing you there's some doubt here, baby. There's some doubt. Now look at this here. 11/16, the newspaper. 12/27. What is that? 12/27. 12/27 is the birthday of that journalist, 12/27. The difference is 1/11. What happened on 1/11? The Pope Francis died on 1/11, which is what? April 21st. How many videos have I done since the Pope died? May he rest in peace. 1/11 comes out. The journalist's birthday, 12/27, versus the day of the newspaper started, 11/16, come out to 1/11. That means death. Somebody's about to die. Oh yeah, trust me. Then look, 11/16, 2025, newspaper, 2:15. What is 2:15? Ain't that Megan Thee Stallion? 2:15. Okay, what's that about? The difference is 274. What is 274? In 274 AD, that's when the Romans went and started worshiping the sun god, Sol Invictus. You guys remember I've been doing that video. Look it up, 274 AD. We almost done. Watch this. This thing, I have believed in my heart since I've been doing the research. Remember this brother? He took the fall back in the day, allegedly, for P. Diddy, Shine. Remember in New York? There was a shooting, and they said he did it. Look, yes, a shooting at a Manhattan nightclub on December 27, 1999 involved rapper Shine and Sean Diddy Combs. Shine was convicted of assault and unlawful possession of a weapon and sentenced to 10 years. Sentenced to 10 years. Sentenced to 10 years. Wait a minute. Who was just sentenced to 10 years that we talking about? This man got sentenced to 10 years. Come on, man. It's almost the same story. Watch. He got sentenced to 10 years. December 27th, 1999. There's his birthday, 11/8, 1978. 11/8, 2024, anniversary of his birthday, versus 7/12. 7/12, 2025 was the anniversary of the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. right? What's the difference? Barack Obama's birthday, August 4th. But that ain't all. Sit back, because it's going to really make you cry. Megan Thee Stallion was shot July 12, 2020, right? July 12th. You want to take 11/8 of 2025, 11/8. 11/8 is Shine's birthday. It's going to blow your mind. 11/8. 11/8 is Shine's birthday. And what's 7/27? Daystar's birthday is 7/27. You take their birthdays and use the same year, 2025, 2025, you get 316. You know good and well 316 is sacrifice. Jesus made the sacrifice. Baby, come on. I'm blowing holes in the story, ain't I? Come on. And what's this sacrifice about to be done on earth? The top leader of America will be unalive. That's what this is about, people. They've taken, again, two stories, put them together to let you know what's about to pop off. I'm Friendship Pearson. Enjoy the work. Please subscribe. Tell your friends about it. You ain't going to see it no other way put together. Undeniable. Undeniable that you got to think about what you're really looking at.